viewing today. Oh my gosh. View. And let me put on this.
Alright, I think we are live. So hi there everybody. My name is CorundumCore, my pronouns are she, they, and this is WitchWay All Bunnies. Now if you go onto the speedrun.com page, you may not find this category yet, and that's because this is kind of the first time I'm showing this category live. I did one recorded run to submit it to the leaderboards, but this is the first live run of the category, so I'm super excited to show this game off to y'all, and also show off this run because I think it's a really awesome category. So we're going to start the timer on go. 3, 2, 1, go. So WitchWay is a game about a witch who falls down a well or jumps down a well to save her bunny friends. And there are 8 friends for us to save. Right now our moveset is a little bit limited because we don't have our magic wand, but anytime you see those purple blocks, we're going to be able to manipulate those as soon as we get our magic wand, which is going to actually be in this next room. Alright, let's see how we're doing on time here. Doing alright so far. So as you can see, we just cast a little bit of a spell right there. Oh, what am I doing? Being silly is what I'm doing. And this is actually where we're going to collect our first bun. This right here is Primrose. So we recently discovered, while creating the auto splitter, that each of the bunnies actually has names in the game files, specifically in the save file is where we found it. So thanks to the auto splitter creator Avasam for finding that out, and it was actually the inspiration that I had for creating the All Bunnies category, because I was like, well, if they've got names, I've got to make my split names the bunnies' names, and it makes sense to have the bunnies as splits if they're in a category centered around them. So we are almost done with this section, which is the sewer section. Got some really cool tech in this room right here. So I'm going to try and hit it if I can, and I did. Oh. So being able to get that block into position without actually having to recast the spell on that purple block is a little bit faster and super nice. And so now we're on our way to the woods section, and we're going to encounter the second bun, Bethany. So the woods introduces 2 new things. It introduces these 8 directional blocks and also spikes, as we can see right here. So we just have to be very careful about our positioning, or else we will die like that. Whoops. Thankfully, death is not super punishing in this game. Just lose a couple seconds. Just had to show off what death looks like. No biggie. Really like the speed tech in this room. We push the block, or we cast to push the block while we're standing on it, or while it's standing on us, rather. Just the block movement in this room is so dope. And we're going to be getting our third bun, Oswald, in this room. Did we pick that up? We did. Had to make sure. Going a little slow here, but we've got time to make up later. Like I said, love the movement in that room. So like I said, this category, as far as I'm aware, is not on the leaderboards just yet. There is a 100% category because there's 2 other collectibles for us to grab, eyes and artifacts. Artifacts are really cool. You have to like search out a key in order to open up a secret room, in order to do a usually pretty complicated puzzle in order to collect the artifact. They're pretty fun to collect. The eyes, however, just not a fun collectible for me personally. And since there was already an all artifacts category, I was like, well, why not route out an all bunnies? That being said, some of the things that I've discovered for all bunnies are applicable to the other categories, like 100%. This next room is one of them. So I'm going to be listening for a click here, because there is a button on the ceiling that you wouldn't know is there unless you're looking for it. Alright, I heard it. It was very faint on the recording, I'm sure, but I knew it was there. So we pressed that button. Now we're in this room. We're going to press this button to open up the pathway and then go back in. And when we re-enter the room, the blocks are perfectly positioned to create the stairway that we need to go up here and grab Julie. Like I said, that is applicable to the 100% run as well, so I'm super glad that I found that. You just need to make some slight modifications to collect the eye in that room. This is the room that shows the map. Any room that is in gold here is one that you've completed 100%. Since we're not collecting any eyes, none of those rooms are going to be gold for us. I'm going to try some speed tech right here. Ooh, just barely got it. If you land on the button, you can actually clip through, which obviously you don't want to do because then you fall all the way back to the end and you have to retry the level. So I'm very glad that I didn't do that. So now we're introduced to lasers and laser redirection blocks in the library. We're going to take a slight detour down to get Vladimir. Who is our 5th bun. Alright. Oh, there we go. Very precise placement here. There we go. No. I gotta be careful here. This is not good movement. That's okay though. Losing a little bit of time. Come on. Tiny little tap jump there so that we don't need to remove the block. The only eye that we collect in this run is that one right there. We're going to move this block up here to save us time later. Oh, just barely missed that. This next bunny that we're collecting is actually doesn't have a proper name in the game files. It's still got a dev name, which is just the number 1. So I like to call him Oscar Nathaniel Edwards. So the initials are 1, just because I want to give him a nice proper name. All the other bunnies get names. Why doesn't he get one? And there is Oscar. And I could go for marathon safety, but I don't feel like it. I'm going to try a trick that saves a little bit of time. Ah, and I missed it. It's what I get. Oh well. Didn't waste too much time. If you get that jump just perfect, you don't have to remove that block. This is, in my opinion, the most difficult puzzle in the run. And I am not good at it. There we go. Did find a slight optimization during practice, though, which you just saw there, moving the block with our head so that we don't have to re-grab it. And this bunny that we're going to be grabbing here is named Sarah. Oh. Ah, come on. This is actually not good. How do we fix this? There we go. Losing some time here, unfortunately. But that's okay. Come on. There we go. For some reason, I was just being a little unresponsive on my keys. Or maybe it's just nerves. Who knows? This next room is the final bun room. This is Casper that we're grabbing right here. Very specific positioning on this one. There we go. And this is why we moved the block up, so it would be positioned perfectly for us right there. And time is coming up on the next, or 2 rooms from now, when the screen fades to white. So I will give you that in just a moment, Cube. And time. Alright, I don't know what time you had, but I have a 12:38, which is world record by 27 seconds. Which is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Yeah, it's a 12:38.79 on the auto splitter. So that is good to go. Yeah, so that was WitchWay. If this game looked interesting to you and you want to play it yourself, there's a chance you might already have it. If you supported the itch.io bundle for racial justice and equality, this was actually one of the games included in that. So thank you, Andy, Henry, Nilo, and Nathan for supporting such an important cause. And if you weren't a part of that bundle or didn't support that bundle at the time, you can still grab this on itch.io. Andy's last name, Gleason.itch.io, is where you can find WitchWay. And like I said, it's under $5. So super easy to pick up. We've had a little bit of interest at the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021, despite the fact that this game came out in 2017. And hopefully more people start running it. I'm really, really hoping that that more people do, because I think it's a really fun game. It's got surprisingly good speed tech for how simple of a game it is. But that's all I've got. Thank you so much for watching. Up next on the next stream that we'll have, or the next stream link that we'll have on Diode Zone, is going to be Drunkle Titus with, I believe, a glitchless any % run of Ocarina of Time. So stay tuned for that. Drunkle is a good friend and is really good. I mean, Drunkle would probably say that they're not like super good at OOT, but compared to the average person, Drunkle's very good at OOT. So stay tuned for that.